Crock pot beef stew is one of my personal favorites. No matter the time of year, I always like to go to the grocery store and buy some cubes of beef to make beef stew. Now my secret is that I like to start off by browning the meat in a cast iron skillet. This makes a huge difference in the cooking process. It helps speed up your stew as it cooks in the slow cooker. And personally, I think it tastes a little better, especially as you render out some of that grease. You build that flavor profile, and you basically go ahead and start the cooking process. So as you're browning your meat, I always like to go ahead and get my crock pot out, spray it with a little nonstick cooking spray, and then go ahead and add in the chopped up onions and a can of golden mushroom soup. Then once your meat has browned on all sides, simply go ahead and add it into your crock pot, making sure that you get all of that flavor-packed drippings out of the cast iron skillet. Then just go ahead and mix everything together with a spoon just so that it is all incorporated together. Then you are ready to get that cooking process started. I always add 1 can of water from the soup can just for a measurement, and you can gauge off of that. Also, you can add a little more water as you go. You can tell on the consistency whether or not you need a little more or a little less. So this does take about 4.5 hours to cook. As the process goes by and you're getting a little closer to the cook time being complete, roughly about 45 minutes to an hour, I like to add in some more onions and baby carrots. I prefer my second batch of onions to be crispy, as well as the baby carrots. That's why I add them in later in the process, or they will get completely mushy. As well as potatoes. That is optional if you want to add those as well. You can also add celery or other ingredients, but this is simply my own favorite recipe. So once it is cooked fully, about 4.5 hours, you're ready to serve it. This is how I like to serve it, with a side of pan-seared Brussels sprouts, but you can make whatever you want. Even homemade cornbread is the perfect side dish for this beef stew.